Hi everybody, Paul here back with Newegg TV, and today we're going to take an in-depth look at the Microsoft Zune HD. And we also have this new purple thing. Is that working for you guys? How about this one? It's more of a tan, This is more of like a blue crushed velvet sort of. I think we'll just stick with this one, and let's go ahead and get to the Zune HD review. So first things first, let's take a look at what comes in the box with the Zune. Coupon for 14 free days of music, and the Zune player itself, USB cable, headphones, 3 sets of earbud covers. And now for a first glance at the Zune itself. You'll notice it's much slimmer than the original Zune. It's nice and thin, the polished touchscreen on the surface. There's this button on the front, a button on the side here, and the power button up on top. And the back is a nice brushed metal finish. To turn the Zune on, you hold the power button on. That's about how long it takes to boot up, and now you have access to the touchscreen interface. We're going to load up some music and some media, and then we'll take another look. Once you've unboxed your Zune HD and gotten past the ooh shiny phase, you'll want to connect it to your home computer as soon as possible. Downloading, installing, and updating the software from Zune.net will take 10 or 20 minutes depending on your connection speed, but this necessary evil unlocks the social, internet, and radio functions of the player and allows you to load the movies and music you already have. It also walks you through setting up an account with Zune Marketplace. Zune Marketplace is a $14.99 per month paid media subscription service, but for that price you get unlimited access to all available media, as well as 10 MP3 downloads per month that you can keep forever. There's a lot of features they're planning to add as Zune Marketplace matures, including integration with the Xbox 360 as a replacement to the current Xbox Live Marketplace. Now that we've got our Zune all synced up and updated from the internet, I just wanted to point out the OLED display on the Zune is amazing. The color reproduction is phenomenal, and the contrast especially. You can tell the edge of the screen here, you can barely see where it actually intersects with the edge of the device. This is the screensaver. You just swipe like that to get rid of it. Once you start looking at the Zune menus, you can see that they're actually nested. So for instance, you click on music here, the word music jumps up to the top of the screen, and then you can view your music and browse through it. And you click on the word music to go back to the main menu. On the top here you have a power button. If you click that once, it will immediately put the Zune into sleep mode. You can bring it back just by clicking the main menu button down here at the bottom. Speaking of which, here's the main menu button down at the bottom. If you are within any of these nested menus and you get lost, you can click this and it will take you right back to your home page. Finally, there's a single button on the side right here near the top. When you click that, it will bring up your interface menu, which allows you to play, pause, seek forward and back, and also swiping up and down will adjust your volume. Also, if you swipe to the right, you will see, first of all, your now playing item. Then you can also pin items to this list simply by pushing down and holding on them. You'll see a history of what you've been doing recently with the Zune, and then you'll also see new items that are brought in directly from the Zune Marketplace. Here's just a quick example of how the pin feature works. We're going to go into the videos menu. If you choose any media item and push and hold down on it, it will bring up a small sub-menu which allows you to pin it like that. Go back to the main menu here, and then you'll notice if we swipe to the right, here's our history and here's our pins. So that puts it right there, which is easily accessible. The Zune HD does have an internet browser. It's not a full internet browser, but it is capable enough. It doesn't have any of the fancy features such as tabs or a full-featured history, but it does load quickly enough, and it does have the rotation feature. If you rotate the Zune HD to the side, it will reframe your image. You can also scroll and zoom using the multi-touch interface. For standard websites like Newegg, it will load the mobile website rather than the full version. For a monthly charge of $14.99, you get access to the Zune Marketplace. That is a monthly fee, but it does provide access to all of the music and entertainment features that are available on the Marketplace. You also get 10 MP3 downloads every month that you can keep. So when you go to the Marketplace right now, First you can view music, and it will automatically give you new releases. You can sort by top songs, top albums. Every time you're downloading songs from the Zune Marketplace, you're going to see extra media downloaded, such as screenshots of the artists themselves, which display when you're playing the music. Also, you can access the application store. There's a pretty limited number of applications right now. The list is pretty small, but there are quite a few games, and there's a lot of potential for games on the Zune HD in the future. When you're browsing through the apps, select one like that. It will show you a description. You can add it to your cart, and then once you've got your cart all set up, you just click download, and it will automatically start downloading whatever application you've selected. Fortunately, we've been given a full complement of accessories for our Zune today. So first, let's take a look at the Zune Premium Car Pack that we have here. This is probably one of the nicest car adapters that I've ever worked with. The plug which attaches to your Zune has a backlit LCD that's right under this sticker. You can store 2 radio station presets using these 2 buttons. You can also use the LCD to select a different radio station and then save it to one of your presets. The plug itself has a light which will indicate whether or not it's drawing power. It has an additional USB port, so you can charge a second Zune with the same power adapter. It has an auxiliary out mini jack, so you can plug in an audio cable to this and run it directly to your car stereo if it has an audio input, and that way you don't have to use the stereo broadcast. Next in the accessories that we've been provided is the Zune HD and AV dock. This accessory is actually required in order to make your Zune an HD player. Videos and that type of content does not play in HD on the Zune itself. So this dock comes with the dock itself, surprisingly enough. This is an adapter, so you can plug in different sizes and shapes of Zunes. This is the AC power plug, USB plug there, and a remote control. Also included, an HDMI cable and a video cable. Here's a reverse look at the AV dock, which you'll need in order to get a high definition image onto your TV. As you can see, it has a radio antenna extension, so you get the best signal possible from your HD radio. You also have an AV jack here, which you can use to connect this cord, which will give you a standard definition signal using right and left audio and a RCA video plug. You can also connect high definition audio with an optical out, or you can use the HDMI plug to connect both your audio and your video, and this will output a high definition 720p resolution image. Next, we're going to try out the HDMI output that's available using the optional AV dock. Plug it in like that. And as you can see, there's really not much setup. You plug it in and it works. We were connecting this to the TV using a single HDMI cable, and then you can use the remote. Here you can see some of the album art as well as band photographs that are displayed in the background while you're playing the music. It's been very interesting to watch the ongoing arms race in the handheld personal media player category over the past couple years, but I feel like Microsoft has really taken it to the next level with the Zune HD. Not only have they included the incredibly popular multi-touch user interface, but they've added Wi-Fi and a web browser, as well as an HD media player that lets you play your HD movies on your home television if you want to spring for the AV media dock. They've also added social functions that let you share your music and movies with your friends, and an application store that lets you download applications to expand on the player's functionality. I should mention that the application store is a little short on apps right now, but we're bound to see a lot more of those in the coming months. One of my small personal issues with the player is the proprietary connector. I do feel like a USB connector would have worked just as well, but that's just a small issue. Finally, it would be awesome if Microsoft could somehow alter the laws of physics so that I don't get fingerprints on the screen when I'm using the multi-touch interface, but I don't know what they can do about that. Anyway, that's it for today's review. Thank you very much everyone for watching. We hope you had a great time, and we'll see you next time on Newegg TV.